Sinovac vaccines are to be manufactured in Sri Lanka with Chinese collaboration. What is Sinovac and what does this mean? For starters, Sinovac is different to Sinopharm, which is currently being administered in Sri Lanka. The WHO, World Health Organization, has given emergency use listing for both the Sinovac as well as Sinopharm. Sinovac's COVID-19 vaccine, which is officially named CoronaVac, is developed by the Chinese company Sinovac Biotech. Sinovac Biotech focuses on research, development, manufacture, and commercialization of vaccines against human infectious diseases. The company is based in the Haidian district of Beijing and is listed on the Nasdaq. CoronaVac is based on an inactivated pathogen, which is made by growing a whole virus in a lab and then killing it. While many of the COVID-19 vaccines that have been authorized are focused on RNA-based vaccines, which is a new technology and is being used for the first time, the strategy used by Sinovac is different. CoronaVac uses a more traditional method which has successfully been used in many well-known vaccines such as rabies, polio, and hepatitis A.
Because the coronaviruses in CoronaVac are inactivated, they can be injected into the arm without causing COVID-19. Once inside the body, two things will happen. Some of the inactivated viruses are swallowed up by a type of immune cell called an antigen-presenting cell, and some others are latched onto by another type of immune cell called a B cell. The antigen-presenting cell response prompts the immune system while the B cell response initiates creation of antibodies. Once vaccinated with CoronaVac, the immune system can respond to an infection of coronaviruses. B cells produce antibodies that stick to the invaders. Antibodies that target the spike protein can prevent the virus from entering cells. Other kind of antibodies may block the virus by other means. While CoronaVac can offer some protection against COVID-19, no one can yet say how long that protection lasts. It's possible that the level of antibodies drops over the course of months. But the immune system also contains special cells called memory B cells that might retain information about the coronavirus for years or even decades. Sinovac began production on CoronaVac in early 2020. Early trials of administering the vaccine showed no severe side effects on volunteers, allowing the research to continue. In November of 2020, Sinovac published their earlier findings showing a comparatively modest production of antibodies. This showed that a phase 3 trial would demonstrate its actual efficacy. Phase 3 trials began in Brazil and then was followed by Indonesia and Turkey. During this time, CoronaVac was given emergency approval for limited use by the Chinese government. CoronaVac was administered to relatively high-risk personnel. Following the trials, Brazil claimed an efficacy of 50%, while Turkey claimed 91.2% and Indonesia claimed 94 to 98%. A real-world study of millions of people vaccinated published by the World Health Organization (WHO) found the vaccine 67% effective against symptoms, reduced hospitalizations by 85%, intensive care visits by 89%, and deaths by 80%. Looking at some of the most prominent vaccines, Moderna shows an efficacy of 94%, Pfizer 95%, Sputnik V 91%, and Sinopharm 79%. CoronaVac shows an efficacy of 50 to 98%, with the most recent publications showing better results than earlier studies.
After the Twitter post by the Chinese Embassy of Sri Lanka stating how about co-production of the COVID-19 vaccine in Sri Lanka, on the 7th of May, much information on the topic has been revealed. The General Manager of the State Pharmaceutical Corporation, SPC, Dinusha Dasanayake, has stated that SPC has made an application to the National Medicines Regulatory Authority, NMRA, to allow Sinovac vaccine to be used for emergency use. The State Minister of Production, Supply and Regulation of Pharmaceuticals, Professor Channajay Sumana, has stated that it is expected to start manufacturing CoronaVac in Sri Lanka within the next couple months. He has also stated that preliminary preparations for the process are currently underway at a factory in Kundasale, Kandy. For a vaccine to be effective at reducing the spread of the virus, researchers claim an efficacy of over 50% is the baseline. As CoronaVac is reported to have an efficacy of 50 to 98%, this would in fact assist in hindering the spread of the virus. With Sri Lanka manufacturing CoronaVac soon and Sinovac expecting to manufacture 10 million doses by the end of the year, we could expect travel restrictions to be lifted completely by the end of the year. In the meantime, we'll be following how Sinovac will manufacture CoronaVac in Sri Lanka and how effective it will be. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment and subscribe for more informative content like this in the future. For more information on the topics we discussed, please refer to the links below.